Eleanor stood on the ship's deck, her eyes scanning the horizon as the vessel gently rocked beneath her feet. She held a letter close to her chest, the paper crinkling slightly in the cool night breeze. The salty air whipped around her, carrying with it the scent of the open sea. Above, the stars twinkled like distant promises. It was a vast, endless sky, stretching out in all directions, a canvas of infinite possibilities. The stars mirrored the unknown that lay ahead, a reflection of the uncharted journey she was embarking on. With a deep breath, Eleanor let go of the past, feeling a weight lift off her shoulders. The letter was from her sister, filled with words of love and concern. It spoke of familiar things, the mundane details of daily life back home, news of their small town, gossip about neighbours and the latest happenings. Yet none of it resonated with Eleanor anymore. She felt detached, as if those stories belonged to someone else. She had left that life behind, stepping into a new chapter with courage and hope. It felt like a distant, faded memory, a photograph slowly losing its colour. Eleanor clutched her shawl tighter around her shoulders, seeking comfort in its warmth. The ship's gentle rocking soothed her, a rhythmic lullaby of the sea. She watched her hometown disappear into the horizon, a small dot fading into the vast expanse. A bittersweet feeling washed over her, a mix of nostalgia and anticipation. It was a mix of sadness and excitement. Mostly she felt free, unburdened by the past. She was sailing towards the unknown, a future that was hers to shape. Toward a life she had always dreamt of, filled with endless possibilities. A life filled with adventure and possibility. A journey that was just beginning. Eleanor had always felt different. In her small town, life was simple and predictable. People were content with the ordinary. But Eleanor craved something more. She longed for excitement, for knowledge, for experiences that went beyond the confines of her small world. She dreamt of bustling cities and faraway lands. She dreamt of meeting people from all walks of life. Her family, though loving, couldn't understand her yearning. Why would you want to leave, they'd ask. Life is good here. But Eleanor knew in her heart that her life's journey was meant to unfold elsewhere. The letter in her hand was a reminder of what she had left behind, but it also strengthened her resolve. She was on the right path. She could feel it. Days at sea blurred into a comforting routine. The rhythm of the waves, the cries of the gulls, the salt-tinged breeze. It was all so new, so exhilarating. Eleanor spent her days exploring the ship, reading books and watching the endless horizon. One evening, as the sun dipped below the waves, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Eleanor found herself drawn to a secluded part of the deck. Lost in her thoughts, she didn't notice the man approaching until he cleared his throat. "Beautiful sunset, isn't it?" he said, his voice warm and friendly. Eleanor looked up, startled. He was tall, with kind eyes and a gentle smile. His name was James, and he was a writer traveling to New York City, hoping to get his work published. That first meeting blossomed into a comfortable friendship. Eleanor and James found themselves spending hours together, talking, laughing, and sharing their hopes and dreams. James was a good listener, and he encouraged Eleanor to open up about her past and her aspirations. As they sat on the deck under a canopy of stars, Eleanor shared her deepest thoughts and desires with James. He listened intently, his eyes reflecting the starlight. "I want to experience life in all its fullness," Eleanor confessed, her voice filled with yearning. "I want to see the world, to learn, to grow." James smiled. "I understand," he said. "The world is a vast and wonderful place, full of stories waiting to be discovered." One day, the tranquil serenity of the sea was shattered. A fierce storm descended upon the ship, tossing it about like a toy boat. Waves crashed against the deck, the wind howled, and lightning split the sky. Fear gripped Eleanor's heart. She had never witnessed anything so powerful and terrifying. Seeking solace, she found James in the ship's library, his face etched with concern. As the storm raged outside, they huddled together, sharing stories and finding comfort in each other's presence. In the midst of the chaos, Eleanor realized that her feelings for James had deepened. It wasn't just friendship she felt, but something more profound. The storm eventually subsided, leaving behind a calm sea and a washed-clean sky. Eleanor emerged from the ordeal stronger and with a newfound clarity. The experience had been harrowing, but it had also been transformative. She found James on deck, gazing at the horizon. As their eyes met, a silent understanding passed between them. In that moment, surrounded by the vastness of the sea and sky, Eleanor knew that she was in love with James. His presence had become a source of strength and comfort during the storm. He understood her dreams and encouraged her to chase them. With him, she felt seen, heard, and valued. Section 7. A new dawn, a new beginning. As the ship neared New York City, a mix of anticipation and excitement filled Eleanor. She had dreamt of this moment for years, imagining the possibilities that lay ahead. The city's skyline, a jagged silhouette against the dawn sky, promised adventure and opportunity. Each building seemed to whisper tales of success and struggle, of dreams realized and dreams deferred. It was a far cry from her small town, and yet she felt strangely at ease. The vastness of the city didn't intimidate her. Instead, it invigorated her spirit. Standing beside James, she watched as the city grew closer. The shared silence between them spoke volumes, a mutual understanding of the journey they were about to embark on. It felt like they were sailing towards their shared future, a future filled with possibilities. The horizon seemed to stretch endlessly, mirroring the boundless opportunities that awaited them. Eleanor knew that life in New York wouldn't be easy, but she was ready to embrace all the challenges and triumphs that awaited her. Her determination was unwavering, her resolve as strong as the city itself. Taking James's hand, she squeezed it gently. The warmth of his touch reassured her, grounding her in the present moment. "Are you ready for this?" she asked, her voice laced with excitement. The question hung in the air, filled with the weight of their shared dreams and aspirations. James smiled, his eyes twinkling. His confidence was infectious, a beacon of hope and assurance. "Ready as I'll ever be," he replied, returning her squeeze. Their journey was just beginning, and together they felt unstoppable. Section 8. The City of Dreams Awaits. The ship sailed into New York Harbor, a bustling scene of ships, ferries and people. The air buzzed with activity and the sounds of a city that never sleeps. Eleanor's heart pounded with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. As they disembarked, the city enveloped them. Skyscrapers towered above, dwarfing everything Eleanor had ever known. The streets were a cacophony of noise, horse-drawn carriages, street vendors hawking their wares, and the constant hum of a city in perpetual motion. Eleanor clung to James's arm, her senses overwhelmed. Yet, amidst the chaos, she felt a strange sense of belonging. This city, with all its energy and diversity, felt like the place she was meant to be. Section 9. Reflections on Freedom's Embrace. In the weeks that followed, Eleanor embraced her new life in New York City. The bustling streets, the vibrant energy, and the endless possibilities filled her with a sense of excitement and anticipation. She found a job, a small apartment she shared with James, and together they began to build a life filled with love and laughter. Eleanor discovered a sense of purpose she had never known before. She threw herself into her work, determined to make a difference and leave her mark on the world. The city, with its endless opportunities for exploration and growth, was everything she had dreamt of and more. Every corner held a new adventure, every street a new story. The skyline, the people, the culture, it was a tapestry of experiences that enriched her life in ways she had never imagined. Looking back on her journey, Eleanor realized that freedom wasn't just about escaping her past or chasing new experiences. It was about finding herself and understanding what truly mattered. It was about the freedom to be herself, to embrace her individuality, and to live authentically without fear or hesitation. To love whomever she chose and to build meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding, and to pursue her dreams without reservation, knowing that she had the strength and support to overcome any obstacle. In James, she had found a kindred spirit, someone who not only accepted her for who she was, but celebrated her uniqueness, someone who encouraged her to become the best version of herself and stood by her side through every challenge and triumph. Their love was a source of strength and inspiration, a partnership built on trust, support, and shared dreams. Together, they faced the world with hope and determination, knowing that their bond made them stronger. Their love was a testament to the power of connection and shared dreams, a beautiful journey of growth and discovery that they cherished every day. Section 10. Go forth and dream. Eleanor's journey is a reminder that life's greatest adventures often lie beyond the familiar. It's a story about the courage to follow your heart, to embrace the unknown, and to never stop reaching for your dreams. So go forth and dream big, embrace the unknown, for it holds the promise of extraordinary experiences. Find your own James, someone who supports your dreams and loves you unconditionally. And most importantly, never be afraid to chase the life you were meant to live. The world is vast and full of wonder. Step outside your comfort zone and let the adventure begin.